Happy almost New Year. Goodbye, 2022. All right. So, yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing okay. We'll get started. And yeah, so I guess we'll get started. If you're new, I name check at the end. I'll say hi to you if you want me to. If you want to stick around at the end, I will. I always like to do that. And yeah, I just kind of answer questions. So just put your questions in, and Adam will put them up there. We try to get to as many as we can. And yeah, so hopefully we'll get to a lot of questions tonight. Hope everybody's doing well. All right. George Santos, Republican from New York. What other lies is he going to lie about? What's the lying liar going to lie about? We know he's not really well, he is really Jewish, but not Jewish. He was married, but gay. Okay. All right. Well, let's find out. Let's see. George Santos. He's from New York. Okay. I'm seeing Adam might know his name. I'm seeing the guy that did that Fire Island, that FYRE, that fire resort thing or fire concert. I'm seeing that guy. So I have the feeling he's the same kind of basically con man, a con artist for entertainment purposes only. But so he may end up going to jail, actually, because that guy went to jail, and he ripped off people. Like he lied to people and ripped them off for their money. And he also had like investors and stuff that he ripped off as well. So there may be stuff like that that's going to come out, that he's ripped people off with their money. And I know that guy did wire fraud as well. So I'm seeing that guy, whatever his name is, but he did the Fire Island thing, that concert event where he ripped off all those rich kids, and it was a big disaster, and they ended up, sleeping in tents where they thought they were going to be at like this resort. It was just a big scam. So I guess he's a con artist, maybe something about wire fraud, ripping people off. So there's going to be some money stuff, definitely. And he may actually do jail time. So that's what I got for him. Yeah, entertainment purposes only. Yeah, Jewish or not. It doesn't matter when you're going to jail. It does not matter. Yeah, but anyway, that's what I got for him. I do feel like he'll probably be put into Congress, probably, but unless somebody gets a conscience or something, which I don't think they will. But he may be pulled out at some point if they start figuring all this out, because it seems bad to me. It seems like he's like literally a con man. I don't think he's a spy, Marie, but I think I think foreign money is involved for entertainment purposes only. I think we may find like foreign funds, foreign money. Yeah. Where did George Santos' bankroll come from? He lent his own campaign $700K. There's a strong suggestion dark money was funneled to his campaign. So At the same time I'm getting foreign money, I heard loan shark. So I feel like it's maybe unsavory characters from other countries. And to me, almost like thuggish, and I'm getting that feeling of like, we'll scratch your back, you scratch ours, kind of quid pro quo, that kind of thing. I'm getting that as well. So foreign, something like unsavory or I would say illegal, but like almost like illegal or unsavory, like it comes from a bad place, the money. This is all going to come out, by the way. It feels like it's all going to come out. And I feel like the way they got it to him was weird. Through a company name or a company, I don't know, a company's name. So I don't know if maybe the people have a front company or something, or his company or a company funneled it to him. But that's what it feels like. So that's all I got. It's hard sometimes to make sense of, especially when it's like it's changing hands, that kind of thing. So, but that's what I got.
It would make sense, Kim, that it's like, so he formed this Devolder company and it didn't really do anything. And some investigation into it suggests it maybe made $45,000 a year, but he lent himself $700,000 out of the account. Like it's a magic pot of money that just
right.
Be that
okay.
Funneled into that.
Okay. So maybe that's right then. Yeah, weird. Thank you, Cheryl. And somebody was worried about global warming, and I've already answered that, just so you know. And I always get the same thing, that we're going to invent our way out of this problem. So just so you know, whoever asked that question, about who is in the chat asking about global warming, I get that question and I get the same answer, that we're going to invent our way out. We're going to have some inventions that help us with, and I went into it a little bit on the 2023 predictions. So if you're interested in looking at that, you can look at that video. Well, Elise Stefanik, I can't stand Elise Stefanik. Isn't that nice of me? I can't stand that woman. Will Elise Stefanik get in trouble for supporting Santos' candidacy? I don't think so. I don't feel like she knew a lot of stuff. I mean, she may have known some things, but I don't feel like she knew the half of it. Thank you, Valerie. So I don't think so. It doesn't feel like she knew very much. She maybe turned a blind eye, that kind of thing, but it doesn't feel like she was like in on anything or anything like that. It doesn't feel like that to me. So I don't think so. Victorian Lady 1 asked whether the money Santos got goes wider than just Santos. Is there a central source connecting other GOP candidates? Okay. For some reason, I'm seeing Lauren Bobart. I'm seeing her for some reason. So I think it may, and maybe like junior people or like younger people or something, like trying to get younger people in there. But there's something that's linking. Yes. So I would say yes. The only thing I'm getting is her. And so I'm wondering if it's maybe an entity that's trying to get younger Republicans in there so that, they're young and they can just keep getting reelected. So I would say yes, there's a source connecting them. I'm not getting what it is, but it does feel foreign. I have to say it does feel foreign. It does not feel like American money. It feels foreign. Oh, Ralph Reed. That could, the churches, that's another place it could be coming from. I didn't get that, but that could be. Yeah, young and uneducated. That's right, Angel Wings. Do you have any good predictions about what's in store? No good ones. just bad ones. I did do a video on 2023, but I will ask about 2023. And tomorrow, just so you know, it won't be up tomorrow. I think I'm going to put it up on New Year's Day, or Adam will put it up on New Year's Day. I'm going to talk to Linda G tomorrow, and we're going to talk about kind of a year-end review kind of thing, and then into 2023, talk about some predictions for 2023. So that should be fun. Okay. We're going to have a lot of indictments this year. I actually don't think Trump's going to be able to run. I think they're going to pull him out of the race. There's some kind of invention coming about plastic, something about plastic. Breaking down plastic, but I feel like it's being turned into something. I don't know what this is. Something about breaking down plastic. And I feel like it's used for something good. Like it's used for, I don't know, something. I don't know what this is. This didn't come out in my other predictions, so I'd have to sit and meditate on it. But I know there's something. It turns into something that's good, that helps in some way. Okay. Species, endangered species. There's going to be a bunch of endangered species that are protected. And we're going to see the end of COVID. I don't know if it's going to be every single case, but it's like it will be declared like the end of COVID. So those are some good things. All right. Will Trump ever go before a judge in a court of law on any charges? Before a judge in a court of law on any charges. I just heard yes, 3. So there'll be 3 separate. To me, I feel like it's three judges. So I feel like it's court. I was going to say 3 charges, and it's like, no. So I feel like it's judge. So he's going to be before 3 judges. Maybe they switch out the judge. I don't know, but it's 3. To me, it feels like 3 judges, 3 separate judges. Sterling predicts 45 will leave the country. What do you say? Okay, I'll read on that. I've read on that before, and but I'll read on it now and just see what I get. So I'm getting that, okay, there's a couple of things. He will if he gets notice that he's about to be indicted, he will, if he gets prior notice, but also if there's a way to make it look like he's not running, he won't go if he feels like it looks like he's running. If he can make it look like I'm not running, which is what I got before, like I'm going to Saudi Arabia to make a business investment, and then I'm just going to decide to stay here because it's nicer here. I like it better, that kind of thing. But if like he finds out if he gets indicted and then he runs, I don't think that scenario would happen. It would be before we know he's indicted. He'll get wind that he's going to be indicted and he'll go to Saudi Arabia. I don't know why I keep saying Saudi Arabia, but he'll go to somewhere like that, Saudi Arabia or somewhere like that, and just stay. So there is a if I'm getting it as a possibility, there's a possibility of that happening. It's a possibility, but there would have to be certain things that happen to make for that to happen. Sterling said Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know why I keep saying Saudi, because you'd think Russia, right? But I keep saying Saudi Arabia, so there you go. That's the last place I would go. Well, I'm a woman. That's the last place I would go. I wouldn't go to Saudi Arabia. Will Trump run for real against DeSantis? Will DeSantis lose the nomination as a result? Yeah, well, you just heard that I think he's going to have to drop out, actually. For some reason, I think he's going to have to drop out of the race. But let's just go with it and say, if he does run against DeSantis, what does that look like? Yeah, I'm not getting him or DeSantis getting the nomination. I never have. I don't know why I'm not. Maybe it will change someday when I look at it, but for right now, I am not getting either of those guys getting the nomination. I feel like it's somebody that is not on the radar right now. Once everybody decides they're getting in the race, I'll have a better idea. But right now, I feel like it's not either of those guys. But I can't put my finger on who it is. It's a Pence-like energy, but it's not. I don't think it's Pence. Yeah, it could be Jeff Flake or somebody. It seems like a kind of a dark horse, like somebody that's not quite. Could be No, I don't think it's Pompeo. Although, yeah, we'll see. When they all when they start saying like I'm going to get in or whatever. We'll check again. But right now, I've never seen Trump or DeSantis getting the nomination. That's just thing. Hey, Kevin. Trump's taxes will be released to the public Friday. Yay! Adam can't wait. When we learned that Trump is, in fact, poor and broke. Okay. Well, yes, in a way. I mean, how do I say it's his money's tied up. He doesn't have any. What is it called? Just like he doesn't have money, he can just, he doesn't have any money. Basically, it's all tied up in stuff, in loans. To me, it just looks like it's not accessible. What he has isn't accessible to him. So either it belongs to other people, it's the bank owns it, it's not really worth anything. No cash flow. Thank you, Rose. No cash flow. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting. But he's horrible with money. We know that he's horrible with money. He's always been horrible with money, right? All his money has come from Dad, and Dad's not here. So no liquid assets. Yes, that's right. And it just feels like the money's going, like it's running through his fingers. It's leaving. So his stuff must be losing money, and then he probably is, I don't know, it's going to attorneys or whatever, but it's going. He doesn't have anything. That's, no cash flow. It will be gone soon. It will be gone soon. What about the digital baseball card money? Yeah, what about that? Because I feel like there's going to be a lawsuit or something with that. There's going to be something coming with that. It's going to be a big loser once again. And I think it will even cost money. Like it will cost him money. Kind of like those, when he did that, where he subscribed people without them knowing it and stuff, and he had to give all the money back, something like that. Because I feel like even that money is just going to be gone. Yeah, no more laundered money, exactly. It could be plagiarism, something like that. But I feel like it's going to be a loser, a big loser. Will we ever get rid of the Electoral College? So I feel like it's in two parts. So I feel like there's part 1 and part 2. So I feel like the first thing will be making it a little better in some way. And then the second part is it's gone. So, or making it a little fairer or something like that. And then the second part is it's gone. I feel like it may be gone by, oh gosh, I want to say like 2024, 25, something like that. But I feel like this first part is coming soon. So yeah, I feel like it's tweaked and then it's gone. So I don't know. That's what I get. Yeah, maybe no more gerrymandering, something like that. It could be just something that makes it kind of like it doesn't matter that much anymore, and then they just decide to get rid of it. But it feels like 2025, something like that, when it's finally gone. Yeah, I'll stick with that. Yeah, that would be great. It would be great. Will Biden run in 2024? Ooh, Teresa got to know from her pendulum. Ooh. Okay, let's see. I know I've read on this, and I get the same thing that I've gotten before, but I'll read on it again. Yeah, see, I get the same thing. I get that and this is maybe why you got to know, and maybe I'm wrong, but I always get that he is going to run, win, and then leave before the term's up. That's what I've gotten that consistently, and I'm getting it again. So, because it's just like it's cut short, and I don't think he dies or anything like that. I just think that he just, maybe it's a health thing, maybe it's a family thing. I don't know, but I feel like he hands it over. What will Stacey Abrams be doing in the future since she lost her bid against Brian Kemp? It's interesting. I feel like she might work on somebody's campaign. Because I see her involved in another race, but it's like behind the scenes. Because she's like organizing and like doing, like speaking for them, doing like press things. But I feel like at some point, I feel like she'll run for like Senate or, I feel like it's like the Senate, but I feel like she does something on someone else's campaign beforehand. And organizing, she's organizing. We know she's great at organizing, but I feel like she'll keep doing kind of what she's been doing, kind of organizing votes, but there's somebody's campaign that she works on, and I feel like it's successful. It may just be somebody I don't know, because nobody's coming to, I feel like it's a woman of color. You can see me putting my ear up. I'm like, who is it? Yeah, I'm not getting who it is, but it feels like she's running a campaign for someone, and then she runs again herself later. 20. I'm getting like 2024 and 2026. So I feel like those are really good years for her for some reason. So anyway, that's what I'm getting. She has a great future. She has a great future. Yeah, she's a very smart lady. From Craig D. Will Lindsey Graham find a new daddy in orange jumpsuit in prison? Is he going to the big house? Oh, that man. He's just infuriating. He's, you know what? He's too chicken to, he's going to just spill his guts. I feel like he will, this is what I'm getting. He will like say, throw anyone under the bus. He's not a Paul Manafort. You know, he's not going to keep his mouth shut. He will tell everybody anything. He is not going to jail. He will do anything to stay out of jail, basically. So he will sing like a bird. So I don't think he's going to go to jail, but I think he will give up whatever anybody wants. So yeah, that's what I got. Yeah. Yeah. He's a rat. Like Donald Trump always says, they're a rat. He's a rat. He's going to spill it. Okay, will Roe v. Wade be codified and protected next year, or will we continue in our current situation where states define abortion's legality? Ooh, okay. There's a fight about this. I feel like something happens in the Senate and it's stopped in the House, but usually it's the other way. So I don't know what that means. I'm getting it will be protected in 2024. That's what I'm getting. But I feel like something they're going to try, and that it could, like, it's like if there's enough pressure put on people in the House that maybe it would go through. So this is what I'll say. It kind of feels like there's going to be an attempt, and if there was enough pressure applied, it could go through. But it would have to be very, that intention and that like will would have to be there. But if not, it's 2024, because I feel like there's going to be an attempt. Yeah, Bonnie. And that's the thing, is that, things like that, if they don't go through, it will make the chances of the House being taken back in 2024. If people see stuff like that dying in the House, then yeah, it's going to make a difference. But it feels like, if you guys fight for it, if everybody fights for it, you could apply enough pressure to make them. So that's what it feels like. Free will, right? But if not, then 2024. That's what it feels like. We could do it sooner if we want, really, really, really want to. We can do it sooner. Will there be progress in protecting voting rights in 2023? Oh, you're hitting me with all these things, and it's like, oh, we're not. Again, I'm feeling 2024, but I feel like there's a couple of things that pass that are kind of, like they had the thing with, I don't know if it's exactly this, but how they have, oh, thank you, Rosemary. How they have the thing in where it was like, you can't serve water to people. And that, I feel like some of those kinds of things will be reversed or be not allowed, or will be, changed or something in some way. I feel like it's some little things. But 2024 seems like around that time, it seems, yeah, I'm getting like a buzzing in my ear. And that usually tells me that like there's like angelic presences where this is concerned. It's like this is a thing that like needs to happen. Or the angelic realm is on it kind of thing. Yeah, I wish I had better news, but because I feel like there's a couple of like small things, but it doesn't feel like the big. And it's weird. I feel like some of these things, it's like we had a chance, but it didn't quite happen. So now it's going to be pushed, and now it's over here. Yeah. Yeah, in a lot of ways, I think Democrats have not been aggressive enough or alarmist enough to get some of this stuff done where they really, really, we need to. So, yeah. But I would never say never. I mean, we can, I would never say never. We can, there's always a chance, but that's what I'm getting. So we'll see. Revealing Light Tarot said, right-wing militia groups will take the law into their own hands at the southern border. Do you see anything similar? Okay. So I just heard the word sabotage. So I'm not sure what that means, but there's something about sabotage. And I'm getting that may be a threat or something, because I do feel like there's like some kind of confrontation. I'll just put it this way. I'm seeing more of a confrontation of some kind on the border, and I'm hearing sabotage for some reason. So I'll have to look into this more. I'll have to look at it and read on it more when I can like fully do like a meditation or something, because there's something here, but I feel like to me, it comes across as more of a confrontation between whoever, militia or people or whatever, and then border patrol or people on, officers or something on the border. So it's something like that. At least that's how it appears to me. It doesn't quite appear like that, but I'll do a more extensive like reading on it. I'll look at it, because there's definitely something for sure. So yeah. Russian military heads seem to have a very short life expectancy lately. Is Putin getting paranoid? Well, yeah, I'm getting him being alone a lot or requesting to be alone a lot. So he's very isolated. And let's see. And even from like family or from people that he normally would see or be around. I kind of feel like it's like depression as well. Like I don't want to hear anything from anybody kind of thing. And I mean, he has, I mean, for entertainment purposes only, he has the right to be paranoid. There are people out to get him, for sure. I mean, I can tell you that for sure. And I'm sure that plays into his paranoia. But to me, it's more he's isolated. He's completely isolating himself, doesn't want to hear anything from anybody. It's kind of like, and I feel like people get into trouble telling him stuff he doesn't want to hear. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting. He's just very, very isolated, not talking. And I even feel like family, like normally he would see family, but now it's like even not even family. And he fell down the stairs and pooped his pants, apparently. So what are you going to do? Yeah. Well, they put out a press release saying he did not poop his pants. He did fall down, but he didn't. But, but if you put out a press release saying that, we all know he did. That happened. It did happen. We all know it happened. Please. Thank you, Rhonda Rue, for the visual. We needed that. Well, Gavin Newsom, my political crush, is true. I love Gavin Newsom. Run for president this decade. Oh, I would love that. Because he's so just like does whatever and doesn't apologize, just does it. And I love that. That's what we need. Doesn't make apologies, just does stuff. Okay, so Gavin Newsom. And I got to put my own stuff out of this. So I have to, maybe I'll use my dowsing rods to make sure. But, okay. I feel like he might be on the ticket in 2028. Let me see. Hold on a second. I feel like 2028 for some reason. So let me look at this. Let me just see. I'm going to use my dowsing rods. Here they are. Okay, so what's no? No is like that. Yes, it's like that. I use them really fast because okay, so okay, so am I getting that right? Is it 2028? He's on the ticket. Yeah, 2028, he's on the ticket. Whatever that means. So yeah, 2028. That's what I have. That he'll be on the ticket. So maybe he'll be on his VP or something. That would be amazing. That would be fantastic. I'd rather see him as president, but still, that would be great if he was on the ticket. But that's what I got. So on the ticket 2028. According to me and my dowsing rods. So there you go. Fast rods, I know. They are fast rods, Kevin. Well, NYC's famous ball drop go off without a hitch this year. NYC's famous ball drop. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be really, really cold. I almost feels like there might be advisories, like not to go out, which would be terrible. But I do feel like it's going to be really cold. But I feel like they'll still do the ball drop. So that's the question. So I feel like, yeah, they'll still do it. It might be not as many people or something, but I feel like the ball drop will still happen. So I think it will go off without a hitch. And at least I'm not seeing any issues now. So yeah, that's what I got. Hi, Linda. Linda just says, hi, Kim. Hello. Southwest is in hot. Oh my gosh. It's just horrible. They're the worst. It's unbelievable. Okay, Southwest is in hot water at the moment for canceling so many flights. 2,000 yesterday, 2,000 today. Will there be long-term consequences for them? Okay, I did see some, when I was watching the news today, I did see some stuff. That's a lot of times that's what happens to me. I'll get stuff as I'm watching, as Adam knows, as I'm watching the news. Okay, so let me see the long term. Because I felt like there was going to be someone stepping down and reorganization going on up at the top, like a complete refiguration. I even feel like there's going to be something in Congress going through. Monopoly. I just heard monopoly. Okay. There's going to be fines too. Yeah, they're going to. They even may declare bankruptcy or something. So I feel like they have to protect themselves somehow. So yeah, they're screwed, at least for a while. It seems like it's going to be a while to get out of this mess. Yeah, so that's what I got. Reconfiguring at the top, I feel like somebody may step down, and then fines, and there's something that seems to do with Congress, and then I heard monopoly, something about monopoly. So there you go. They're going to play Monopoly. No, something about monopoly or monopolies. So truth. How sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Will anything come out of the investigation of Hunter Biden's laptop? Mm-hmm. To me, it seems like stuff that it's like, it's not really, how do I explain it? It's kind of like Benghazi. It's kind of like it's not made up stuff, but it's made up to be more serious than it is. It's a mountain out of a molehill. It's a nothing burger made out into a burger. It's like that kind of stuff. Because I don't feel like there's anything that really comes of it, but it just seems like a lot of noise, right? There'll be enough to just to keep talking about it, but it's nothing really. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting. Just annoying noise and waste of money too. Wasting everybody's money. Wasting taxpayer dollars. Will the GOP achieve anything now that they are the majority in the House, thanks to George Santos? Achieve anything? There might be some like things for, and I don't mean just the GOP, but the House may. It seems like they may pass some stuff for like Ukraine, something like that. So I feel like there might be things that we can actually get done, but I feel like a lot of time is going to be spent really like fighting in between the two, you know, the normals and the crazies. It seems like there's going to be a lot of back and forth with those two. And part of it is Trump throwing, you know, things out there and making it contentious because he's so angry. But it feels like he's part of what's involved. And then there's just bad blood and people trying to, you know, get power. As if it's going to be a mess. It's going to be kind of a shit show. And I think that it will be kind of like just get popcorn and sit back and watch them just whatever, just be angry with each other and you know, yeah, just cry and whine and do what they do, be the victim. Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Texas Governor Abbott. Oh gosh, I can't again. These people. Bust migrants to Washington. It was disgusting. And dump them off the street on a freezing Christmas Eve. Will he pay a political price for his Grinch behavior? It is Grinch. I mean, it's beyond, it's just sickening. Those kind of things, I literally get, like, I feel sick when I read stuff like that. Just, well, a lot of the stuff they do, but that kind of stuff is just so gross and heartless. So I actually feel like there is going to be something about this. I don't know what this is, but I feel like they stop it from happening anymore. So maybe it's a threat of, we're going to charge you next time, or we're going to, but it feels like it's whatever happens, it stops it from happening anymore. So it may be something like that, where it's, because I don't really, I mean, I would love for them to be charged or something, but it doesn't quite feel like that. But I feel like they do something to stop it from happening anymore. So there may be a threat of, like, you know, if you keep doing this, we're going to charge you with blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting, is they're going to stop this from happening anymore, but I don't feel like anything they've already done is going to be, they'll be prosecuted or anything like that. It doesn't feel like that, but it does feel like this needs to stop. You know, you can't do this. And so I feel like they're going to find some way to threaten them or let them know, like give them a heads up. If you do this again, we're going to charge you, or something like that. So yeah, it's so gross. So gross. Can't eat. I cannot even. These people. Okay. What long-term future do you see for Hakeem Jeffries? Oh, I also love him now that he is replacing Pelosi as leader of the Democrats in the House. Well, first of all, I see him being a great spokesperson. I feel like he doesn't take anything. I feel like he's very vocal and out there and says what he thinks, and is going to be great. Nancy Pelosi was so proper, even when she was mad, she was very proper. He seems like he's going to be a bit more fiery, but also very honest and vocal and very not going to take things lying down. Is going to be is going to fight, even though we're not in a, and I feel like he has some like strategic things that he does. He has some strategies, some ideas that he's going to try to peel off some Republicans or something. So he's very, to me, he seems very, just a lot more like outspoken, fiery, going to say what he thinks. He's not going to hold back. He's going to be a bit more out there and loud about it than Nancy was, even though she's going to be a legend, right? We all know that, but she definitely had her own style, and I feel like he's more will make his case in a much bigger and louder way to get more attention, really, and to make people understand what's going on. Very plain speaking. That's the other thing. Plain speaking. Good at explaining things in a very easy way to understand. Cuts to the chase. I like him. I think he's great. Last question of 2022. What California be rocking with an earthquake in 2023? Okay. So I'm feeling like north and south. So I feel like there'll be one in northern and one in southern. And by one, I mean, we have little earthquakes all the time, but I mean something that's that's sizable enough to notice. I don't think it's a huge, but I feel like there'll be like, some damage a bit. It doesn't feel gigantic. But I feel like it's like way north, like Ukiah or somewhere up, and like almost to Oregon. And then southern, it feels like it's more almost like central southern, more like around like where we just were, like Highway 5 and that area, kind of like south. That's what I'm seeing on the map of California that I'm seeing in my head right now. So it's kind of like tippy top. And then kind of central south central, not LA, just south central California. That makes sense. And they feel sizable, but not, gigantic. It just feels like, maybe a 5 or 6, maybe, which are pretty big, but not, not quite Loma Prieta, maybe not as big as that, or not as damaging as that. Maybe like more like the one we had in Napa, that one. Yeah, so it'll still be a shaker, but I think it will be okay. In the ocean? No, not in, no, I don't feel like it's in the ocean. It feels more like, to me, it almost is like the border of like Northern California and Oregon, like up there. And then in Central California is away from the ocean. So, yeah. All righty, everybody. Happy New Year. Have a happy 2023. If you didn't see my predictions for 2023, you can go look at them. But they're up. They've been up for a while. And join the club for 2023 if you want to. Join the Intuit Club, and you can just hit the join button and you can be into it. And we're doing our film club in that. And our January film is going to be Groundhog's Day. And we do like secular movies and pull out the spiritual messages in them. It's a Wonderful Life was amazing. It was such a fun discussion and such a fun night. So, all right, everybody. Thank you, Adam. Everyone's thanking Adam. Thank you, everybody. Happy New Year to everybody. Have a great, great, happy New Year. All right. All right. So let me go up just a little bit and say good night to... we'll start with Anita Girolo. Thank you. Tony Stokes. Thank you, Tony. Spiritual Seeker 583. Lily Rose. Celtic Seer. Go up just a little bit. Vivian. Angel Wings. Sweetie. Darling. Lulu. Azalea. G. Cherie. Thank you. Debbie Prusky, Bonnie, Fun, Connie B, Sparky, Pamela Doss, Marvita Dragonfly, Life is Mindset, Lorraine, Kylie Myers, War in Ukraine, Shelly S, Cheryl McLemore, Connie B, Kelly Scarborough, thank you. Happy New Year, Kelly. Vivian, thank you. Somalia Benkel, thank you. Joni S, Cosmic Toga Party, Teresa K. Tack, Anita Pace, Neptune's Other Daughter, T-Barb, and I don't know if Rob was here tonight, but Rob Felciano is in Buffalo, so everybody say prayers for Rob. So he's all in the snow. I haven't talked to him, but I want to reach out to him. So if he wasn't here, say big prayers for Rob, okay? Azalea, Teresa Belzatar, Teresa K. Tack, Debbie Prusky, I think I'm repeating myself, Lucretia Valdez, Rose Blue, Wild Wisdom Journeys, thank you, Sterling Roses, Sparky, Jamie Johnson, Mary A. Bev D, Alpha Volpe, thank you, Craig Dixon, thanks Craig, Vivian Angel Wings, Kelly Cherie R, Karen Conroy, Palma Stevens, Chris Wickens, Shelly S, Kindred Spirit, David Mackham, hi David, Celestial Lightworker, thank you, Mei Huang, Mei Huang, D Rose, thank you, Janice Connett, Angel Wings, I did these ones. Amy M, Cheryl Nash McIsaac, Christina Yibera, Susan Bame, Genealogy Junkie, thank you. D Rose, thank you. Marvita Dragonfly, thanks so much. Spirits Beyond the Stars, thanks so much. Carol Michael, Mankind, KD, thanks so much. Happy New Year. Butterfly Kisses Healing, Brenda R, thanks Brenda. Lenore Bryant, thank you. Good night. Sue Ellen Hunter, Sue Toffee, Pamela Doss, Joanne McCardle, Kat M, Marvita Dragonfly, Minute Maya, Grand Mare D, Noelle Douglas, thanks Noelle, Valerie the Foodie Medic, Tish L, Ethereal Material, Joni S, Stephanie Craig, Patty Olson, Sue Toffee, Sue F, Mary Fanoof, Sterling Roses, Teresa K-Tag, Christina Yarber, okay, I did that one. Jamie Johnson, Joni S, Kat M. Yeah, stay safe, everybody. Thank you, Joni. Ethereal Material, Neptune's other daughter, Sandra in Connecticut, thanks so much. Susan Bame, Mary Lily Finnegan, Celestial Lightworker, Rebecca Rios. It was one of our winners from our club. And I'm meeting with her next month, I think, for her free reading. Okay, Paisley, Kat M, Veronica Gonzalez, Delilah Gillis, Shelly S, Carol Lamb. Thank you, Carol. Nice talking to you today. Barbara Olson, Marie Sutton, Jess R. Thank you. Woween, Carol Gallagher. All right. Lenore Bryant, Mankind, Teresa Kadak, Craig Dixon, Be Free. Okay, I think that's everybody. At least I think everybody who wanted a name check, and I think I got everybody. All right, good night, everybody. Have a great new year, and I will see you next year. Okay, everybody.